age limit. But let a lame spit it, say it ain't the same when Melly Mel did it. I get it, this is grown man business. A young man's sport, but no, this ain't tennis. I ain't going back and forth with no critic. They talk it, I live it. Them trenches, I'm in it. No gimmicks, I don't need a cosign. They wanna ride it to the coattails, that's fine. I'm one of a kind, they don't make those. Back to get the pesos, wrist with the face froze. I ain't with the bitty hoes, I can spot a plain clothes from a mile away. You can put the smile away. 50 years of hip hop, this a holiday.
What's the deal? It's your man Montana Black. Welcome to another episode of Raised in the 80s podcast. Waiting for my co-host to get in the building, but until then, we got to get the show started. So I got a hot joint for y'all for the Cartel 9 Hot 9 Countdown. We're going to start this joint off with one of my favorite records, the homie Big Homie Bing. This is definitely one of my favorite records, and I'm in the video. So y'all already know how I feel about that. We're going to just jump it off with that joint right now, the Cartel 9 Hot 9 Countdown. We just going to get into it, all right?
I told them niggas don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. I told them niggas don't fuck with me. I told them niggas don't fuck with me. I told them niggas don't fuck with me. I push a button like a push start. This nigga don't be with the fuckery. I told them niggas don't fuck with me. I told them niggas don't fuck with me. Told you to play if you want, we can throw. And nigga around, they can fuck with me. That's in my feelings. I been had the game figured out. They still ain't trying to free my nigga Joey, but they let a lame nigga out. Paperwork all posted like a wanted poster. Ain't even ashamed that it's out. Still run around mostly with the same niggas. They ain't even changed up his route. Why should he? Why should he? Ain't nobody gonna do shit. Nigga around me telling got a hello coming. Ones with the blue tip. They don't make them like me. E-Bond got me talking like a foosh nigga. Red still on my tie. I ain't busted up, man. She got loose lips. Two trips in my mood switch. When I been dope and I sells that. They blurp on me, I don't chirp. Only question I'm going to ask where the jail at. They calling me for jail brand. You get full fuck, sell 12 that. It's about 30 large in that carry on to get you carried on. Yeah, I'm well back. I told them niggas don't fuck with me. I told them niggas don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. This nigga don't be with the fuckery. I told them niggas don't fuck with me. I told them niggas don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. And the nigga around, they gon' fuck with me. I told my niggas to trust in me. Damn it, I got a plan. Right now I move like I got to these niggas, so I just don't understand. They talking about when they saying I ain't getting to it, nigga, I sins that. Ain't no running off, get his drum off. If I miss boy, I'm gon' bend back. Came up off lit, I ain't get much, only like 10 rats. But I made something of it, nigga, I ain't got a budget now, yeah, I been back. 10 rats, then that 10 lat. I'll never see them again, but we about to send the bag up. How you gon' send a friend? Keeping the company thriving, we not surviving. We living comfortably modern, we be outside, niggas be hiding. Cause I don't like being the timer, thinking retirement, place I'm a dying. Already there, that just feel like a buy-in. We never lying, nigga, we move like the Mayans. Never let fuck niggas chiming. And this 100 talk over here, homie, gon' bother niggas on your level. Story resemble your jewelry, cloudy, nigga fuckers on your bezel. Don't look at me like you tryna die, nigga, no, you don't want no troubles. I bang on you, put the gang on you, all base, nigga, no trouble. Don't smell, niggas talking like me, they ain't living like that, dog. I'm stand up, everything outside young, check the fast out. So I did nigga choppy, I be in your lobby, make the choppy go red though. You say it's on, then it's on, I kill one yo, you better not red though. I told them niggas don't fuck with me, I told them niggas don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. This nigga don't be with the fuckery, I told them niggas don't fuck with me, I told them niggas don't fuck with me. And the nigga around, nigga fuck with me. I told them niggas don't fuck with me. I told them niggas don't fuck with me. I push a button like a push start. This nigga don't be with the fuckery. I told them niggas don't fuck with me. I told them niggas don't fuck with me. I told you to play if you want, we can throw. And nigga around, nigga fuck with me. I told them niggas don't fuck with me. I told them niggas don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. This nigga don't be with the fuckery. I told them niggas don't fuck with me. I told them niggas don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. And the nigga around, nigga fuck with me.
Yo, that was my homie, Big Homie Bing right there, man. Yeah, that's my joint right there, yo. Straight up. Like, I bangs with that joint. That's my boy. He definitely got some fire. You heard? And listen, if y'all want to see that on the Hot 9 Countdown, I need y'all to put something in the comments. Let me know. Let me know if y'all want to see more of that in the Hot 9 Countdown. That joint is called Fuck With Me by the homie, Big Homie Bing, you heard? The homie Franklin and Diamonds, he shot that joint. I bangs with the kid. He definitely a dope videographer. We got some more hot videos. I got this joint right here coming in. I think it's called Kyrie and LeBron, and it's shot by the homie Lanice London. Now she's a dope videographer too. So
I want to make money. I'll get in the car and I don't know where I'm going. You need to have pre-planned exits for a win, pre-planned exits for a loss. When it comes to day trading, similar to a vehicle, it doesn't make any sense. Of course you're losing. You don't know what.
We got too much going on right now. All right, there we go. Yeah, I'm running the show right now without an extra mic. So we're gonna get into this joint, and y'all let me know what y'all think.
It's a movie.
Kyrie, nigga. I went and got Brian with me, you heard? Shit about to get dangerous.
Wanna know who run my city ass around? Y'all cuffin' models, we be fucking, you pass around. Do a murder with a factor, then we pass it down. These rappers tease when Jermaine and Michael Jackson now. Moonwalking to the bank, we only make deposits. We can tell them niggas broke, if they facing pockets. Chasing property, we watching niggas chasing watches. The hating gossip, I'm the nigga that they made a topic. Friendin', chain full of water, told your bitch she going swimming. Oh, skip aboard a feather, the tiger in the engine. Looking like the tires is on fire, we're bending. It's caught up like the finish. Go. Heart stops when the beat stop. Niggas running for their life until their feet stop. Shoot a nigga in his ear cause he eavesdrop with switches on the corner of the block that the police watch. On the same time with Beanie Siegel on Broad Street. Bought a pair of Asics, threw away all of Dior streets. Trapping in addicted, said I bought it for 4 weeks. Made a call to Vasquez, told him I'm George Street. Too much money in pocket, boy, ain't got some pictures stuck in your pocket. Too much money in pocket, Too much money in pocket, smelling like a bunch of paparazzi, we fucking up property. Too much money in pocket.
Bruce Wayne and I move section, hogging like 2 lanes. Trunk full of guns, we stay at war like we with Ukraine. The coupe with the blue seats, I'm strapped with the blue flame. I'm at the game, Dior jacket on, that bitch in Bruce Wayne. Was a young wild nigga, throw dirt like brave niggas. I had the Yo Gotti buffet with the waves in it. Orange jumpsuit, shut it down like slave nigga. I can beat block, suits on space nigga. Coast to notion, we don't condone this snitching. Not at all. I got a scene full of Muslims, but their clothes was Christian. Dior to the floor, hit the stores for Christmas. Celebrate while I still work to make up the difference. I know the difference. Trevor likes Marcos, 100 bands in the cargos. Crew for lawyers, I'm fighting charges like Charlo. Pushing keys like a blogger, 20 G's in my joggers. The roll of y'all gold, that gleam like the Oscars. I can read the imposters, we got beams on the choppers. Across the team gets steamed like a lobster. I told my youngin', go invest in the vest. He walked out on Balmain and he got left on his. They slid through a big shit that came with a shoulder strap. 50 hoes in my youngin', goddamn, he look polka dot. The whole team look at me, Alexander McQueen. The rappers dancing Sammy Davis, big gun in my jeans. I told my team run up the bag, nothing coming between. My youngin' continue to stroll off, cause fall flee from the scene. Don't run, flat line when I neck rise. Second line, young blood, you get baptized. Backslide.
Too much money in pocket, boy, ain't the space. Got some pictures stuck in your pocket. Too much money in pocket.
Yo, niggas in the third grade. Shout on my third brick. Back up in all 20s, niggas.
That John goes super hard. Shout out Oskino, the homie G's. Listen, that is who shot that? I think that's SLH, the homie Lanice London. She shot that joint. All right, the homie only 10 minutes away. All right. You now tuned in to Raising the 80s podcast. That was our second video. Let's see here. Let's get another joint from the homie. Let's see what we got. Bang. Franklin and Diamonds. Yeah, we're gonna get another joint from the homie. Let's see. I think he got some joints with my man. Let's see this joint right here. All right. Here we go.
Onyx and I'm about to get a lap dance. Dropping bands, made the do a handstand. Loud got me floating in another world. So I'm throwing money on another girl. Nigga, I swear I'm the nigga. Cop some bottles of rosé and I'ma pour it off. Make that pussy wetter than the river. That thing fat and it's looking like dinner. I'm a winner. I swear I'm a winner. Keep throwing these racks to these niggas. Get the picture. None of you cowards ain't on my level. Throwing salt in the game, I put your bitch.
Shout out Shellyano.
Yeah. I'm from Philadelphia, bro. Enough said. All right. Black bottom. Extraordinary. I'm from the home of brotherly love, sex, money, and drugs. You say the wrong thing, get you murdered in cold blood. Stash house on the duck, block of work in the tub. The connect show me love, respect to the plug. See that Scarface? That changed my life. Fucking with that white girl, which became my wife. Now every vehicle I drive is cocaine white. Off the showroom floor, I'm showing off tonight. My name is whole weight. You're dealing with a man, I got heavy connections. Place a bomb in your car just to send you a message. Turn niggas to shit the vibes. The pop and fly records, drop a bag on your head and give them a little extra. Mentality of a hustler, the gun on the dresser. Everything I want is money, I need kilos of bricks and gold. My youngest man lift your soul, quicker than a pick and roll. Chain got a different glow, watch got a different glow. Every other day I'm switching cars like I'm switching clothes. IQ of an alien, I can crack the Da Vinci Code. I've been addicted to getting money since they lit the souls. That shit turned me out. I should have never been exposed. My racing like a money machine, counting residual. Since them niggas counted me out, they count me in. Homie, I'm good money. Tell them to count it home, sweet home. When niggas will put one in your dome, kidnap you and then run in your home. Home, sweet home. Where the Phillies almost won the World Series, but the Eagles about to win the Super Bowl. Home, sweet home. Philadelphia, home of the Black Mob, where you can get killed, raped, and robbed.
Yep, that's the homie Shellyano. Home Sweet Home. That's another joint by the homie Franklin and Diamonds. You heard? So that's how we moving it, man. That's how we doing it. We right here on Raising the 80s. Listen, I got some Who Got Lyrics questions for y'all. The homie AB Fortune, she's close by. I don't know if Divine is going to make it tonight, but I don't know. Maybe we need to push the time back to 7 o'clock so that everybody can get to the studio so that we can get this joint popping the way it's supposed to be. I'm holding the show down by myself right now, but it's all good. Let's see here. Bang. Let's see. Maybe we can get in. Listen, if y'all want to get into the whole Who Got Lyrics situation, hit me up in the comments. Let me see where y'all at in the comments. You know what I mean? Let me see what's up with y'all in the comments if y'all want to get into the Who Got Lyrics. I got some great questions for y'all, for real. Like, I got some great questions for y'all for the Who Got Lyrics. As a matter of fact, I'm going to hit y'all because I know I'm mixing it up just a little bit. Let me see here. with my Who Got Lyrics questions. Because I couldn't wait to get my questions off. To get her back, these guys wore leather outfits in the desert. How long was she gone? To get her back, these guys wore leather outfits in the desert. How long was she gone? And y'all know y'all got to answer this in song form. You have to use the lyrics from the song of the artist that I'm talking about in order for you. And if you want to go live with me to answer the question, send me an inbox on Facebook. If you on Facebook and you watching this, send me an inbox on Facebook and we'll go live and then y'all can answer the question, all right? Yeah, and this is how we doing it. I'm waiting for my co-hosts and them to get here. As y'all can see, I'm rocking out Dolo right now. It's just me, you know what I'm saying, but my folks is on their way, delays, you know, life be life and still, and we still trying to get this situation organized, right? So let me see here. What we got? Do we got another Franklin and Diamonds? I mean, those was the ones that I liked, though. You feel me? Those was the 3 that I like. Maybe I'll hit y'all with another 3 joints. I know I'm supposed to do the Hot 9. But I'm not supposed to play the whole entire video either. You feel me? But so I think that was our time for the Hot 9, the Cartel 9, Hot 9 joints. All right, so Miss Divine Styles is on her way. And AB is on her way. But we're going to hold it down, and we're going to keep it pushing until the folks get here. You heard? I don't know why, but I just got super, super hungry. Let's see who else is live with me. Shout out. Shout out the homie Sharice Stanton, too. Let me see here. Yeah. I definitely appreciate everybody that's rocking with us on this podcast, Raising the 80s. You know, we still trying to get it off the ground. We still trying to get it up and running. But let's go ahead and go behind the bars. Our behind the bars artist is Public Enemy, right? So we're going to go ahead and go behind the bars, and I'm going to give y'all the behind the bars lyrics of, where are they? Okay, these are the behind the bar lyrics of Black Steel in the Hour of Chaos, Chuck D, Public Enemy. Y'all already know Flavor Flav. And it starts off, and Chuck says, I got a letter from the government the other day. I opened and read it. It said they were suckers. They wanted me for the army or whatever. Picture me giving a damn. I said never. Here is a land that never gave a damn about a brother like me, myself, because they never did. I wasn't with it, but just that very minute, it occurred to me these suckers had authority. Cold sweating as I dwell in my cell. How long has it been? They got me sitting in the state pen. I gotta get out, but the thought was the thought before I contemplated a plan on the cell floor. You know what I'm saying? So clearly, he's in jail, right? Let's see. clearly Chuck is in jail, and he got a letter from the government while he was in jail. Okay, so Chuck got a letter from the government while he was in jail. The reason why he was in jail was never stated, right? Now, this is a classic Public Enemy record. You know what I'm saying? I've always loved this record. I mean, this is probably, besides Welcome to the Terror Dome, you know, that was always one of my favorites. Okay. Welcome to the Terror Dome. That was always one of my favorites. What else? 911 is a joke. I consider that a Public Enemy song, even though it was Flavor Flav. I still consider that a Public Enemy song. All right, cold sweating as I dwell in my cell. How long has it been? They got me sitting in the state pen. I gotta get out, but the thought was a thought before I contemplated a plan on the cell floor. I'm not a fugitive on the run, but a brother like me begun to be another one. Public Enemy serving time. They drew the line. Y'all to criticize me, some crime, nevertheless. They could not understand that I'm a black man and I could never be a veteran. On the strength of the situation's unreal, I got a new deal, so I'm going for the steal. And that was the break right there. Don't you know they got a brother? Don't you know they got me rotting in the time that I'm serving, telling them what happened the same time they throwing 4 of us packed in a cell like slaves. Oh well, the same motherfuckers got us living in this hell. Got us living in his hell. Like, you gotta really dig in and go behind the same motherfucker got us living in his hell. Like, it's like he's saying we switch places, like trading places, like we're not where we're supposed to be. The same motherfucker got us living in his hell. You have to realize what it's a form of slavery organized under a swarm of devils, straight up word them up on the level. The reasons are several, most of them federal. Here's my plan. Like, how do we go from here to how we go from this to where we at now in hip hop? Like, you really got to ask yourself this. I'm on a tear where there's no tears should ever fall. Cell block and locked. I never clock it, y'all. Cause time and time again, they got me serving to those and to them. I'm not a citizen. Now, this is about getting your status corrected. Chuck D was talking about correcting your status back when this song came out in the 80s. Like, I don't even think a lot of us is up on it right now to know about getting your status corrected. But that is something that, you know, your birth certificate, your driver's license, understanding what this documentation or these so-called privileges are. And Chuck was speaking on this then. When you go behind the bar, like, I think we really need to go back and examine. This is why I came up with Behind the Bars, because there's a lot of lyrics that we need to go back and examine. All right. Here is my plan anyway, and I say I got gusto, but only some I can trust, yo. Some do a bid from 1 to 10 and never did, and plus I never been. I don't know what that riddle was about, and that was before the one I just said. But ever when I catch a CO sleeping on the job, my plan is on, go ahead. On the strength, I'ma tell you the deal. I got nothing to lose, cause I'm going for the steal. I'm going for the steal. This was a very long song too. I'm gonna go to the last bar. The last bar, he said the joint broke from the black smoke. Then they saw it was a rougher than the average bluffer, cause the still was black, the attitude exact. Now the chase is on, telling you to come on. 53 brothers on the run, and we are gone. So the whole joint was about breaking out of prison. Right, 53 brothers on the run. I guess that was the entire block that he was on. They broke out of prison, and maybe one day I'll get to interview Chuck. I can have him on the show, and we can actually go in depth with what he meant behind what he was saying on this record. And that's the whole point of going behind the bars, is to get the true meaning of what artists, it's art. And we can interpret it art however we want because we're on the outside looking in. You feel me? All right, so we're going to go to another video. And I will be back in just a flash. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's go to the homie Franklin and Diamonds. We're going to go to this joint right here called Crush.
This motherfucker. Mr. H.I.L., man. Come on, man. You don't shoot the thing.
I'm on the morning.
I ain't lunching, man.
Yeah. No,
No, man. You sit here and sleep, man.
I got my shit together. We ready. Good. Dog. I'm ready. I got the jam. We put this shit together. We out of this bitch. Listen, I was on them hamburgers and that dog, man. Ready. I just didn't put it in the bag and stuff yet. But I'm ready, dog. We out. No, it's real.
I'm here, hard to explain, just how great I am. Perfect cool, chances are slim. My trip crazy, Mr. H.I.M. I'm here, say it again, I'm here. Hard to explain just how great I am. Perfect cool, chances slim. My trip crazy, Mr. H.I.M. Attitude on the beam, I'm fresh for every scene. All I do is coordinate, and that bring hate. Facts. Let me brighten up your thoughts, though. I am him, and there is no court, yo. Sleep on who? I'm not turbo. Read my journal. I'm past fire. I'm infernal. Herbs and coke work. No slurp any part of Philly. Really? Fighting the hard game chilly. 9 out of 36. Woo, should put you in the game. And stay focused, soon come the whole thing. Pretend if you will. And got us in the chill about that mighty dollar. Blood gon' spill. Listen, bitches gonna fuck. And fleas gonna squander. Real niggas tuck by money and money launder. Wax bags and plastic. All stand Honda. Now that's dope. And yo nigga, that's dope. I'm him. I'm here, hard to explain just how great I am. Perfect, chances are slim. My trip crazy, Mr. H.I.M. I'm here, I'm here. Oh my God, to explain just how great I am. You must be crushed, chances slim. That's right. My trip crazy, Mr. H.I.M. In the booth, I'm a tour range. On that Thorazine, I live slow for show. That's for no. My players know 50 rooms brighten up with snow. For the fast paced space, just to let you know. Within reach, I will never let you go. But with the scope of your touch, nigga, keep it in the clutch. Hand up, no handouts, crush, no crutch. Food if you're hungry, pass aggressive, crush it strongly. My circle's tight, plus I roll on my lonely. My watch wanna cash it in if I get hungry. And that's just on my funky. Silverback facts, bitch, I'll fuck up your monkey. Mac truck, $1 for the go. Here we go again, Mr. H.I.M. Listen, tell him again I'm him. Mr. Motherfucking H.I.M. Facts. Listen, I'm here, hard to explain just how great I am. Perfect
cool. Chances are slim. My drip race, Mr. H-I-M. I'm him. Hard to explain just how great I am. Pump fake glue. Chances slim. My drip race, Mr. H-I-M.
And we are back. That was another Franklin and Diamonds. That was who was that? I'm Him by Crush, right? And guess who is in the building? Your homie AB Fortune. What's up, AB?
I's here. Hey y'all. What's going on?
You know what I'm saying? Listen, we've been doing the Cartel 9 Hot 9 countdown. AB made it. We're still waiting for Divine Styles. She's having technical difficulties as well.
Traffic difficulties, more like it.
Traffic difficulties. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Working with women is more difficult than.
How I know this was going to go here? Oh,
No. I'm just saying. Period.
I came straight from work.
Women, right? It takes a lot to be a woman. And this is why I have a problem with what they're doing with the definition of women.
Okay, we're going here tonight. All right.
I think we have yeah, I mean, what happens?
Wait, I hear something.
I don't think it got nothing to do with us though.
Oh shit! I was all happy for no reason.
I think because they're trying to define what a woman is. Right, you had the whole Roe versus Wade situation, and then you have this transgender situation. Yeah, where they was trying to take over control of women's bodies as far as the abortion.
They're still doing that to this day, and they're making a whole federal litigation type of thing. So
right?
Yeah.
So my whole thing is when it comes to defining what a woman is, right, and is it somebody that can give birth? Because
the definition of a biological woman is a being or a Homo sapien being.
Look it up.
That can actually. All right, I'll do it right now. I got my second phone on me.
Yeah, let's Google the definition of what a woman is.
Definition of natural born woman.
Yes.
Because we got so many different types of definitions.
No, there's
days.
only. I mean, for me, there's only one type, and that's a natural born woman. Listen, when you go back and you excavate the bones of 100 men that trans into women, they will be 100 men.
Well, honestly, the definition of a woman is someone that can naturally give birth to life, offspring, and continue that offspring. To me, that's what a woman is. If you can naturally do it.
Right, I don't want to personalize it, though.
It's not a personalization.
You said to me.
All right, so generally speaking,
not even generally speaking, I want the defined, like if it's on Google, I want the worldwide, like something like we all agree that New Year's is January the 1st, right?
No, it's not.
We know it's not,
right?
But we all agree.
But
we have all chosen to agree.
Gregorian calendar,
right? Yeah. The Gregorian calendar, we have all chosen to agree that we're going to celebrate.
We didn't agree to that, but the powers may be that agree to that.
Whatever it is, we still go out and celebrate it,
hey,
right?
Montana.
We still whatever. We still go out and we celebrate the nonsense, but I want to know what is the nonsense that they're spewing in regards to the definition of what a woman is.
The scientific definition of a woman.
Yes.
An individual of the sex which conceives and brings forth young. In a wider sense, which has ovaries and produces ova, produces eggs, not sperm, but eggs.
Right. So if that's something that I cannot do that. Right? I can't produce ova. I do not have
Do that
ovaries.
again. Whatever you just did, I think I hit the wrong button.
What I do?
I don't know. You did something.
I didn't do anything.
All right, well,
What-
I guess
what-
that's the woman in me.
What button
That said that you did something, but I hit the button.
on your phone?
I did.
Right. You hit the button on. I'm nowhere near what you got going on. But it was still my fault?
No, it's not your fault.
Okay. All right.
I'm a very self-aware person, so I ain't gonna blame you. It was me,
That
but
is-
I'll just say it was you. All it said was, Raising from the 80s is trying to go live, and the way my vision is set up, I hit a button, and I don't think I did the right thing. But I'm
So you're live on your
Yeah, I still got to share everything.
Okay.
Send me the joints.
all right, I can't
In the
send you
Philly
anything
language,
right now.
send me the joints.
And if you don't know what a John is,
It's any and everything.
but we're not going to get into that. I just went behind the bars, right? We did a couple of video countdowns.
Oh, cool. I didn't do my behind the bars questions tonight
you
because
got
I feel
who got
like
lyrics questions,
you know what I mean.
right?
My
So you don't have any who got lyrics questions?
no, but I can find some for you off the fly.
No, we're not.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'll do it.
No.
I'm still on work mode. I'm still on 9 to 5.
We're going to get this
Hi, you
together.
guys.
We're going to get this together. We're going to have these questions mapped out at least a week in advance, because in case someone wants to play you in a game of who got lyrics, you have to have your questions, right?
We do need to have our questions, and I had some fire questions last week, so I'm feeling like for like the last couple of episodes that we did, we need to combine those all together.
No, once the questions are, that's it.
It's over.
Yeah, they're done.
I'm sorry, y'all.
They're dead. We can't reuse any question on who got lyrics, because the answer is already out there once you ask the question.
But like the mind span is really short.
Yeah, but we can't reuse any questions.
Okay.
There will
So
be
we're
no
not doing my
reusing any
questions tonight. We're doing your questions.
I
or the
did one of my
mine?
questions. I did one of my questions already.
All right, well, I got another question because I didn't do one of my questions from
So
our
you still
seventh
have it?
episode. Right.
So the question that I posed, and in order to answer the questions now, you have to go live with us
Okay.
on Facebook.
Make sure y'all live, but I don't have the link.
Don't even worry about it. We're
We're freestyling this tonight, y'all.
We kind of are.
Oh, yay!
We kind of are. We're kind of freestyling
All
it.
right, I'm gonna put
So-
this phone down, and I'm gonna check y'all from my other phone. But I'm gonna post the links to my chats on Facebook, Threads, Twitter, formerly Twitter, now it's called X, and Instagram. So I hope you guys can have a chance to listen into it. And I want y'all to win some money, some gas cards. What's up with that gas card? Anybody want that gas card?
So the question, I'm going to put the question out there that I asked.
Okay.
And the question is, to get her back, these guys wore leather outfits in the desert. How long was she gone?
This feels like a 90s type of R&B when they used to all do the, when they used
Yeah.
to flip the shit in the desert type shit.
Yeah, they wore leather suits, leather outfits in the
Since
desert.
you've been gone, I just can't seem to get right. Oh no, that's day 26.
Yeah, I don't know who. I don't even know
Oh,
who
that's
that
the
was.
2000s. So I'm gonna
But
tell
we're
y'all
not,
this.
we're not answering the question.
Oh, they're answering the
They
question.
have to answer the question,
Okay.
and they have to request to go live with us, and then we'll get the question answered. But we're going to leave that link. See, if we would have did this, if we would have not answered the questions,
We never answered the question.
but somebody did.
Well, he don't count because he's a DJ for real.
But he still put them in the chat.
He did, but ain't that kind of like,
That's it. They're there.
all right.
We can't. It's not like we can go back.
I ain't gonna argue with you.
Yeah, that's it. It's a done deal. You know what I'm saying? But the question is, to get her back, these guys wore leather outfits in the desert.
What
How
color were the
long?
outfits?
How long was she gone?
Day and night? Maybe.
You know, it's funny you said that, because I wanted to correct you on something when you just said day and night. Because we were talking about, and this goes to a show prior, about masculine and feminine energy.
That was our last episode.
That was our last episode. masculine and feminine energy, and I wanted to tell you this, like Mankode and Cold World is a representation of masculine and feminine energy, right?
You're trying to find a balance here.
No, you can't. There is
a balance between feminine and
There
masculine.
is none.
Okay.
There is no balance.
I'm gonna shut up and let the masculine speak.
And I'm gonna tell you why, right? The reason why there is no balance, because day and night is not balanced. One is day, one is night.
Why do you feel like they're not balanced?
It's not a matter of what I feel.
Why do you interpret it as it's not balanced?
Because they're separate.
They are.
So with men and women, and I say this when I'm talking to a woman, I tell them that we can walk our separate paths together, right? If we're in a relationship, what we're going to be doing is walking our separate paths. You have your own path, and I have my own path, and we're going to walk our separate paths,
but together.
Which are two separate destinies, two separate manifestations, two separate. Now we can help each other along the way,
right?
But they're not the same. We're not the same person. You are the feminine. I am the masculine. You are the night. I am the day. Right? And even on the chessboard, the difference between the queen and the king
is the black parts of
not
the board,
not the color,
the white,
not the color.
Look at my background. So this kind of looks
color,
like a chessboard,
right? What they can do, the queen can move 8 squares in one move.
Right, the king can only move one
square at a time. This is the difference between the queen and the king. So this is two different energies.
Okay, right.
And they do not need to be balanced at all. At no point do you need to balance day with night, right? So somewhere somebody lied to y'all. They told you it was 24 hours in a day. That's 24 hours in a date. The date on the Gregorian calendar has 24 hours.
Technically, there's 13 months in a year.
A day only has 12 hours, and a night has 12 hours.
Right.
A day does not have 24 hours. So there's no need to balance anything. I just wanted to set the record straight with that.
Okay.
All right. So with that being said, to get her back, these guys wore leather outfits in the desert.
I feel like they wore black leather outfits in the desert.
They
right, because y'all niggas hot as shit. Like, so not only are you in the desert, but now you just hot and dehydrated, and you're attracting in more sun into the desert to be hot.
You're on go.
I gotta be on go. So yes, if we think about every R&B song in the 90s, oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. That look like my size, but I love it. Oh God, he been through my life. So thank you guys so much for joining us, or joining me tonight in this live of Raised in the 80s. But I will tell you guys this. I was raised in the 90s, and my influence came from the late 90s to the 2000s, but everybody I interact with, or everybody that I do business with and things of that nature, was raised in the 80s. So I feel like I got like a learning curve, Just gonna skip past my live again. Pull your pants up.
I can't.
Where's your belt?
All right, and we are back. It has been a trying day.
It's February 1st, you guys. And listen, Montana, can I tell you something?
Yes, you can.
Today is February 1st, and I started off my February 1st like this. I got up at 5:55 this morning. You know what 5:55 means? 5 represents change, transformation, and things like that.
Wow.
It does.
No.
But I didn't really actually get my ass out of bed, wash my body, brush my teeth.
I got up
4:44. I'm gonna get to that one next.
I literally had to snap a picture of my phone.
You got to, because it means something.
Because I woke up, and I've been waking up mad early these last couple of weeks. and it's been wild. You don't need them.
Well, hello, beautiful. Don't you look divine? You look like you had a day too.
Yeah, we gonna let you simmer. We gonna let you simmer down because
She like, child, look. Hi.
yeah, you look like you heated right now.
I am.
Can I tell y'all something about being heated? Even though I look like this right now, I got 2 tickets for the same thing today, on top of a parking ticket for an expired meter that was only 4 minutes shy. So I got outside 4 minutes later, and I had 2 tickets, right? And then I moved my car. And then I got the same ticket for the same ticket that I got when I was already.
They can't do that.
They did it though.
Hold on, you bought that spot for the day.
I bought that spot.
But you moved?
I had to move because they didn't let me renew it because they said, oh, you can only park here one time for 2 hours at a time, but we're going to bang you for 2 things. Cool, say less. So I moved my car in a spot, you know what I'm saying, that didn't have all those stipulations or whatever. Then they banged me for the second thing that they banged me for the first time. Son of a bitch. You know how much those tickets cost?
Oh, hell no.
$118.
All right, the homie Divine Styles is in the building. She looks like she has had a day over there. Steady unpacking.
Life.
Yeah.
Life be lifing, yo.
For sure, absolutely. But we done did the Cartel 9 Hot 9 at 9.
We thank you for holding it down.
I was in here doing a one-man show tonight.
I was watching.
You seen it?
I seen you.
And it was not easy. I'm gonna tell y'all something.
All that charisma you got, it wasn't easy. Like,
no, it was not easy.
I feel like he feeds off of our feminine energy.
Absolutely not.
I'm just gonna say he does.
I'm gonna tell you something. Like, I wish I was able to channel feminine energy.
You can.
I can't.
Why can't you?
I don't know.
Why don't you? Why do you think you don't know though?
Because it's not like
let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
It.
We're gonna be honest about it,
Yeah.
right? Watching my mom, growing up watching my mom, like some guys, I guess, envy their mom's life. There was nothing about my mother that I wanted to be.
So you learned from her. You had to. If you didn't envy it and you didn't want to be like it means that somewhere you pulled in the lessons or the experience that you saw. Like, listen, honestly, I'm gonna say this. There's 3 things about a person that makes them smart.
So before you go into this,
okay,
you know what our show is about tonight, right?
No.
It's about whether or not if our core values give us our perception of the world, and if they do, then if your core values give you a perception of the world, are you your perception? So you mainly what we're doing is projecting ourselves out to the world as how we see it.
Right.
So are you what you're seeing? Right. So what you're saying is probably more you than it is me.
I didn't even get a chance to finish what I was saying.
But go ahead.
All right, so they say this about a person. A dumb person gossips about anything and everybody else that doesn't have anything to do with them. From my perception, I take it as instead of focusing on self, you focus on the external and talk about everything and everybody else. A smart person learns from what they've seen, but they don't necessarily apply it. But a very intelligent person sees what they've seen and what they experience, and they apply it to themselves and say, hey, either these things apply to me or they don't apply to me, and how to let it fly.
Now, you said this before.
I have.
Right? So, and what I'm gathering is this something that you just came into awareness of?
No, I've been honestly, no, it's not something that I've just came into awareness of. It's something that I've always known, but I never necessarily didn't actually apply. But it does apply now because, again, I wasn't raised in the 80s. I was raised in the 90s.
Yes, and I was making babies in the 90s. I made a few people, but
Okay. Why I don't need these?
because I'm not playing anything that you need to hear, and you can
Okay.
hear us talking
Perfectly
right
fine.
here.
Okay.
And I know you want your earrings to be visible.
That's right.
You want your earrings jingling.
Did you get the AirPods this time so you can let your hoops swing?
I want to expound
I like
on
a
what
sweater.
AB was speaking on in regards to people of less intelligence gossip about people, places, and things. Right? Or they speak about people, places, and things. People of higher intelligence speak on ideas and business endeavors and adventures. I really don't know if there's a middle ground.
There should be, though.
Right? I'm gonna tell you something about me. With me, there is no middle ground. I'm either going to do it or I'm not going to do it. So this goes to our core values in how we see the world. You know what I'm saying? As far as AB is concerned, there should be a middle ground. There should be a third option. For me, there's only two options. There is no try. There is no tomorrow. It's either we're doing it or we're not doing it, for me. And that's one of my core values. So, and we don't know what Ms. Styles' core values are unless she wants to share that with us.
My core values are I'm either going to do it or I'm not going to do it. I'm not a big on talking too much about what I'm going to do. I just prefer.
See, I will do that though. But
Yeah.
a lot of people.
But you got to stop that.
A lot of people, right, when they talk about something, they get the gratification and they get satisfied by talking about it and getting validated by the person that's listening, so then they don't do it. That's something I don't do.
Yeah.
The only satisfaction that I'm going to get is when I complete the task.
Yeah, so I'll talk. I don't talk about it with too many other people. I'm more of an internal person. I set my intentions to something, and the talking about it is something I'll do internally. Like, yeah, I got this to do. I got this to do. I'm a list person, so I'm a constantly talk about the things I want to do. Might not do it out loud, but I am. I do set my intentions daily, and I'm more of an action person. You'll see it after, and then I'll explain.
And then you right. So I'm like that when I'm strategizing. When I'm putting together a plan. Like, I'm not going to tell you, like, you know, people might see this podcast and they think Raised in the 80s, and they think, okay, it's a podcast, and that's where it ends at. For most people, that's where it would end at, but that's not where it ends at for me, right? That is just, actually, I begin with the end, right? Have any of you guys ever read Think and Grow Rich?
I haven't read Think and Grow Rich, but I've read something kind of like that. But I do know.
Yeah, Robert Kiyosaki, Think and Grow Rich. What about 7 Habits of Highly Effective People?
I have read that.
Those two. What about The Alchemist?
I have not read that. I've heard a lot about it.
Amazing piece of literature, right? The Alchemist, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. What about Rich Dad, Poor Dad?
I've read Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Wasn't interested in.
Was it life-changing?
It was very informative. It was like one of those things like, oh, okay.
Why are you on your knees?
Because I'm doing something with Facebook and Instagram on 2 phones.
I can't go to your camera. Why you like that?
Well, it's good. We're
Yeah.
on your camera.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
So Yeah, those are just 3 of the books.
I was never interested in reading Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Oh, you should. Absolutely. And there's a what is the other one? Oh, yes, Think and Grow Rich. I got that on audiobook as well. Think and Grow Rich is on audiobook. And sometimes I go back and I refer to it and go over it some more because I love listening to it, right? I'll get in my car and ride with that.
That's what I do. I listen to my books.
Yeah, my audio books.
Other financial growth books and my alchemy books and my witchery books.
Yeah, alchemy, like.
What is alchemy to you?
It's something that I do every day. I'm turning nothing into something, making something out of nothing.
So let me rephrase it. What is the definition of alchemy to you?
It's the transmutation of energy.
Right.
Yeah. So whether it's energy or matter, right? Mm-hmm. So some people use the term "it is what it is." I don't like that terminology. Because it can be whatever you want to make it.
Right.
If it is what it is, then you accept
whatever the
outcome's going to be.
Right.
And that's just something. If I don't want to accept, like, technically, where I'm supposed to be and what was supposed, as far as statistic wise, right? I either should have been in a state pen or in the graveyard, or like based on
your circumstances,
based on my circumstances and surroundings.
But your mind and your
energy. Would not have. I'm not going to say I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to be where I am, right? But again, this goes to our core values, how we see the world and how we project ourselves in the world, right? So. You know, it all depends on who you want to be. A lot of people have to go and look for themselves instead of creating,
or look for external influences in regards to who they should be versus the actions that they put out. No, your actions are based on your actions, basically. And when you look for external confirmation from it or whatever, it means that you don't wholeheartedly trust yourself in regards to who you are or what your actions should be.
When I have rappers in here recording, the only advice that I have for the rappers is whatever you say, I guess it's pretty much stand on it. Like whatever comes out of your mouth on this microphone. Like Biggie said a line on one of his songs. If we go behind the bars on a Biggie record one day, he said a line on one of his songs I could never get away with saying. Do y'all know what that line is?
No.
You look so good.
Yeah, I remember.
Do you know what that line is?
Mm-hmm. What is the line?
What is that line?
It's something about in somebody's.
I don't even want to say the line.
That's what I don't want to say it, but
say the line, please.
You look so good, I'll suck on your daddy's.
That's like,
and nobody.
I'll be right back.
Nobody questioned this bar. Nobody said anything in regards to like, yo.
I didn't want to say that out loud.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like.
That joint was crazy to me, right? I could never say a bar. I don't know if that was confidence. Was that confidence?
I assume so.
That was for him to say something like that. That was confidence.
I would never say you look so good. I want to eat your mom's. I would never say that. I'm not interested.
I don't know if that line was a setup or if it was trying to lead the youth in a certain direction,
or he was over exaggerating how beautiful she was.
No woman is that beautiful.
No, I don't.
There is no woman beautiful enough for me to commit a sexual act on her father. On her father.
I don't know.
Faja.
I don't know what his thing was with that.
Like, and for him to be crowned the best rapper of all times after a line like that, says to me that there's definitely an agenda that's being pushed with the music. And this is why my fight is a little different. I do things a little different. Right? I was never about wanting a record deal. If that was something that was going to happen, it was going to happen. But it was never like my push. And welcome back.
Thank you.
Hope everything came out all right.
It did.
Y'all be wildin'. I'm glad y'all made it though.
It's very
It's a Thursday, but it's the first of the month Thursday, so it's like
it was very stressful.
Child.
My day was good, but that after 5 o'clock situation, this hour, 2 hours was a lie.
Your camera is always the most vibrant.
It's me. It's not the camera.
All right, you talking crazy.
He makes you look super light skinned.
You definitely are.
You're like a cocoa caramel toasted.
I'm like
AB camera is cool.
Like a toffee.
It don't look toffee.
My camera is hella bright.
Powder.
But we're gonna see, cause this is what we're doing. Listen, I hope y'all enjoyed tuning in
Did
to.
you do Who Got Lyrics? Nobody.
I did. I did the Who Got Lyrics. I did a couple of Cartel 9 countdowns. We did the Behind the Bars, and now we're discussing the insight question.
Insights question
is your core values shaping your view of the world? And if they are you, is that who you are? Is your view of the world who you are? What do you think, AB?
So I was just really literally thinking that, so I'm glad you started with me first. My core values are considered my core lessons. And because you get a lesson doesn't necessarily mean that it's who you are. So the core lessons that I've had of the world doesn't necessarily shape who I am in this world.
Not your core lessons, right? I'm talking
values.
Yeah, your core values.
I compare core values to my core lessons. That's why I say it like that.
Okay. So your lessons and your values, the things that you have learned,
So
not
my
necessarily
values are separate from my lessons. You're absolutely right. So the lessons that I've learned of this world does not shape my core values, because the things that I've learned, I've let the things apply where they apply, and anything else I let it fly. But the values that I have for myself as an individual, no.
They do not shape your view of the world?
No, they don't. They give me a map, a roadmap of the world in regards to the general sense of how to navigate it. But I'm also an individual, so I have to make sure that the lessons that I've learned are cohesive with the values that I have.
Okay. What about you, Miss Styles? And then I'll give you guys my take on it.
Why you keep calling me Miss Styles?
Divine. What do you want me to call you?
I just, it was just weird that you keep calling me.
I know. I like it.
You like it? Okay.
Divine
roll with
Styles.
Divine Styles.
Yes, that is I am she. My core values are really simple. They really are.
Simplicity is key.
Yeah. I'm a nature lover, so treat the world right, treat people right, love myself before anybody else.
But what if the world doesn't do that for you, even though you treat the world?
I don't care. That's not part of my. I don't care what the world does.
So let's speak about nature.
The universe will always take care of me if I treat the world right.
So that's the energy that you put out to get a good energy back.
So is that who you are? Like, are your core values who you are?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
They honestly are. I am a naturally good person. For the most part, I treat the world right, and the world treats me right. And I got.
So you're pretty much abiding by universal law. Okay. All right. Let's go here. both of you guys have very great perspectives. Mine's may differ a little or a lot.
Either one.
I mean,
Because
honestly,
I'm individualized within my human experience.
Okay.
But I resonate in the law of oneness with all.
Gotcha.
There is nothing like I used to ask people, what is the distance between, not the distance, what is the contrast between a tree and a trash can, right? And the contrast between a tree and a trash can is that
one brings forth life and the other one discards it.
no,
Okay.
pretty much we're going to turn a tree into paper and then the paper will end up in the trash can. So they're connected, right? We're all connected. Like these cameras are pretty much eyeballs. They're designed after our eyeballs. A engine in a car is designed after our heart. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so
I get what you're saying.
everything, a chair is contoured to the shape of us so that we can sit in it. Like, everything is pretty much based off of, even a television, a radio station. We transmit and receive signals just like radios and televisions. Everything is everything. Everything.
I get that.
A light bulb, the insects, the tree leaves, like they turn brown in the fall and they're green in the summer, and
Seasons.
everybody go through 4 seasons. You're either in the storm, out the storm, going in the storm, or coming out of the storm. Everybody goes through these 4 seasons. Right? So you enjoy your time when you're out of the storm, but know the storm is coming. Right? And then you on your way out of the storm, you know that it's going to be good times, and on your way into the storm, you can see it coming.
I call it hills and valleys.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing, right? Hills and valleys, storms and good times, all the same thing. But we are all, as far as the law of oneness, like, I don't see everybody individualizes their souls, right? It's kind of like having, if you got cups of water, you got pink cups, blue cups, red cups, green cups, right? And then you have the water in the cups. The cups are just the containers, right? You can personalize them, write your name on it, whatever you want to do. And then the water in the cup is all water. Now you can add dye to the water, right? And change the color of the water, and that would be your soul. But at the end of the day, it's all water.
So is your soul the cup of water, or is it the dyes that go in the water?
You personalize it through your core values.
I'm asking you.
I'm telling you, like,
you
your
are
soul.
the water, and your experiences
Are the colors that go into the water?
Well, no, not your experiences, right? Your personalization of your soul through your core values would be the color.
Experiences.
You don't get that through experiences. You get that through your senses, right? So sometimes you ever have the hair on the back of your neck stand up?
Right. That's why they say your hair is your strong, because it's an extension of yours.
Or you get the goosebumps on your skin.
Yeah.
Right? So these are your sixth sense sensories.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's deeper than your 5 senses. Right? So when you're talking about your core values, these are the things that you hold dear. Like, some people are very family oriented. Some people is on some fuck family because they got done dirty, right? Mm-hmm. Some people is on just for example, I take marriage, taking a woman to be my wife might be different than a lot of people, for the fact of my mother never had a job. I've never seen my mother work anywhere. Until this day, that's something I want to be able to give someone. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to do that so that a woman should I feel like I think that a woman's hands should not be calloused of labor. That's just my take on it. Right? If that's something you want to do, I will not get in the way of that.
You mean figuratively callous from labor, right?
No, I think he means literal.
Literally or figuratively, both. I do not think that my wife should have to labor. That's just not something that she should have, or that's not your wife.
That's very traditional.
But
you don't think she should have to labor at all?
No.
Like cook food, clean the house, rear the children?
Because that's laboring.
No.
That is.
Okay.
No.
So
like
who does
it? So one, right, if I was able to, because I was a child pretending to be a man since maybe 9 years old. Since my mother left my father, and this is what happens to a lot of males, and then their mom put them in a position to be a man when you are nowhere near it. You are nowhere near being a man, but yet you have to be one. And you don't even know what the fuck that is. So then when I had to be a father and didn't know what the fuck that was either.
You had to learn it from life.
You know what I'm saying? I saw, what's his name? The guy across the street from my dad's house. The guy down the street, and some of it was my dad too. Like the sternness, the discipline. He was a Marine, but the loving and the caring, the empathy. I seen that from males all around me. Like it's just like a Frankenstein, and that's what a lot of men are, right? And a lot of them pretend that they have it all together, or they know the directions, or you ever been with a guy and he didn't want to get directions at a gas station or something back when we used to use maps and shit before?
How old do you think I am, sir?
You're right. You never had to. There's a lot of stuff that you never had to. That you guys never had to experience.
I mean, I know what the map I know what the map in the glove compartment is, and I know how to use it. I know what latitude and longitude.
I've been through those road trips where you had to pull out the big map and you had to like flip it upside down.
So why did you just act like I was speaking a different language?
You assumed that, honestly.
Regardless,
when she stated that, do you know how old I am?
That absolutely does not matter. You just made it seem like I was talking the whole up, like you didn't even know what the fuck I was talking about.
No,
I'm not of that age, sir.
I just said, do you know how old I am, sir?
Why though? If you knew what I was talking about,
because I wanted to make sure
you knew what she was talking about.
But I've always been an amazing co-pilot, so I've never been in a type of relationship where a man didn't want to stop and get directions. I was always the compass. I was always the one giving the directions. You're the pilot. I'm the co-pilot. I'm the one in charge of the map and the radio.
No, you can't touch the radio. But
like my experiences, I was in charge of the map and the radio.
Okay. No, I'm not. I'm just teasing you. But yeah, like the whole thing is about matching those when you match those values, right? You get a harmonious situation. Like, but when those values don't match and you try to combine this thinking, it's like the crackhead and the Christian.
Okay.
Yeah, putting that crackhead with that Christian, that shit is not going to work.
But a crackhead can be a Christian.
Sure.
But then as a Christian and you're a crackhead, you're fighting two devils. Which one weighs out more?
You're fighting two devils, the crackhead and the Christian?
Well, I mean, you're fighting. Yeah, definitely, you're fighting two devils. I say that because you're fighting your lust versus your.
What do your lust got to do with being a crackhead?
Because a crackhead is based on lust. That means you're using a drug or something like that to appease your physical sense.
The addiction
to your religion.
You can also say it's gluttony.
That's lust. I mean, it's a sin. So as a Christian dealing with a sin,
7 deadly sins, and those two are totally separate.
Right, but you're still comparing the two. There's
Okay,
no
back
way
to the
around
core
it.
values. What,
Right.
The insight is what?
Please.
What was he talking about?
This got to do with it too. You know what I'm
I
saying?
just
The
wanted-
gluttony, the lust, the sloth, and these
The
different
greed,
the greed, those all tie into pretty much designing your core values, because overindulgence of anything
It's
and
gluttony.
but this is where balance comes in, right? When we get to talking about balance, because just a question, right? Do you live to eat, or do you eat to live?
You eat the love.
Because a lot of us do not base our consumption on nutrition.
But my saying is this, like, listen, I eat to live, but if I'm gonna eat to live, I'm gonna make sure it's good.
See, this is where nutrition goes out of the window.
I don't
It has to taste
overindulge
good.
though, but I don't overindulge. I make sure
I'm about
I
to
get
say,
my
you
fill
can
to make
live
sure
to
it's
eat.
nutritious.
You can live to eat and not overindulge. Because I live
Exactly.
to eat. I'm a chef. I live to eat.
Absolutely
it
not.
It has to taste
I can
good.
eat the same thing for 3 months and it wouldn't fucking matter.
We had this conversation, didn't we?
Who
I
did?
feel like me and Divine had this conversation.
I was
I'm
not
not
part of
interested
that.
in doing that, eating the same thing for 3. I mean, if it was a necessity, I could do that.
Well, it
like I
depends
said,
on what you want to do.
I can make one thing taste 7 different ways. So
It depends on what you want to do, right? My thing is, like, you had said something. You said I'm a fundamentalist.
I never said that.
Should we play the tape?
I mean,
if you want to, but I never said I was a fundamentalist.
Not you. You said I was.
No, I called you. It wasn't a fundamentalist. It was something else.
Anyway, I am what you would call a minimalist. Like, I don't need a lot of anything. Like, I can. Shut up.
Like, wait a
don't
minute.
see his studio. He don't need a lot of anything, but he got a lot
But
of.
y'all haven't seen
and
the
screen
studio, right?
And camera.
Say it again.
And
Say it again.
First of all, hold on. No, wait.
I don't see the studio.
you
It's
can't
like
backtrack.
walking. It's like walking.
Hold
It's
on.
like a
Whole
maze
museum.
runner right now.
Hold on.
Have y'all seen Dolly Parton's ranch or?
First of all, you are never finished making a studio.
Okay.
You can't. There's no way to get.
And I'm never finished eating amazing food.
That part, and then even if I
Yeah,
got
but building a
chicken,
studio is not killing me.
Eating amazing food.
The food that they are serving us is fucking killing us.
Pause. Anything
No,
that
the
you
amount
do,
of food you're eating is killing you.
right?
No, the food the FDA is approving is killing us.
So why do you depend on the FDA?
I'm about to
Because
say.
who has a garden?
I mean, why can't you make your own garden?
No, I'm asking. Does anyone in here has a fucking garden?
I kind of have like a garden. Like I've made jalapenos and tomatoes and peppers.
Can
I
you
ain't got no
live?
chickens.
Can you
and cows
live
and
off your garden?
I mean, it helps
I only
spice
have
my
herbs
food.
now, but when I had my
Okay.
house, I definitely had a garden.
So that's why we are eating the FDA approved food.
No,
you
I
can
mean
also
it's a
eat
choice,
food.
honestly.
It is.
I live in an apartment. I don't have a. If I
You
had
got grass outside, right?
that people
You
walk
got
on,
trees outside,
that
right?
people walk on and piss on and walk their
then why
dog.
don't you branch it off for your own little personal thing?
Because I don't own it. It's not my property.
Right, but you pay for it though, right?
No, I rent it.
It means you pay
indoor.
for
No,
it.
you're not paying for it.
But you can do indoor gardening.
You can,
grow
you
peppers,
can,
strawberries.
but guess
you can
what?
Grow
Guess what?
thyme.
I also have to
onion,
give 8 hours of my day
potato.
to the plantation, just like everybody else.
I did too, but I still
Right.
grew my own vegetables.
So 8 hours at the plantation.
Man, you better finesse these 8 hours to the plantation, because I know I
Y'all
do.
are all over the place.
No, you're all over the place because
Honestly.
wait, you know what? You know what, Divine? We need to have a girl power, feminine moment real quick because he's been doing us. He's been doing us.
Wait a
Pause.
minute.
Not literally, not literally, but he's like, no, like, don't do me, okay? Because like last week's
Do
episode.
me, baby.
That's my song.
Do me, baby.
Yes, but I get you. What we not gonna do is
What we not gonna do?
you tell us we wrong and talk over.
Period.
Who said y'all wrong?
He does it to us
Because you can grow your own vegetables.
Right.
I never said nothing about not being able to.
Honestly, all you need
So
is...
y'all were talking about me personally, and I'm not doing that.
You know, no.
Okay, so I understand that you're not doing it, but if you don't like what the FDA is giving you,
then do
I
something
didn't say that I
different.
didn't like it. I said it's killing us.
As a human.
And we know this, but we also all consume things that we know is killing us.
Right.
I know.
That's because
I
we're
would
lazy
do.
and we don't decide to do something different.
So I'm
But
not
if
telling y'all
y'all-
that y'all wrong.
but
Y'all are
when we-
interpreting it the wrong.
when we
What I'm
go
saying
back
the wrong
to,
way.
when we
I'm
go
not
back to
interpreting.
gluttony,
Yes.
like I said, it's about the quantity of food we're
Not the-
eating. The quality is important, but you can eat a cheeseburger, but you eating 7 cheeseburgers or eating a cheeseburger 7 days
You're
a week.
eating a
It's
double
shit.
So you
bacon
know-
cheesy with
So let me give you this then.
I want a double bacon cheesy.
Let me give you this,
I
and I'm not
want a
trying to talk over
burger.
anybody, but y'all taking more turns than I'm able to slide in
hungry.
here.
I'm sorry.
So what I'm going to say is, eating flesh, and we are made of flesh, is almost training our bodies to eat itself.
But God made man the highest.
How do you know what God did?
Then I'll personalize it so that way I'm not
will
getting
continue
anybody
to
else
eat the
misconstrued,
delicious
okay?
meat.
Because I see where we're
No.
going with this. And in regards to the top of the food chain, the man, the Homo sapien, is the apex predator. And it was, according to whatever religion you believe in or whatever, we're supposed to be the head of the man, the man or the animals or the vegetation. And there's
We
a
have
food chain from
dominion
it.
over them?
The
Okay, so let me ask you
dominion,
this.
basically, yeah.
Who's the apex predator?
Man is the apex predator. You want to know why?
So what that makes woman?
We're the apex predator as well.
Who do y'all hunt?
You tell us the answer to that question.
No, why should I tell you? I'm asking the question.
Who do we hunt?
Who do y'all hunt?
What you mean?
We
what-
hunt for
what do
our
y'all hunt?
children. We hunt for our household.
What do y'all hunt?
I mean, if man couldn't do it, then women would do it.
Do what?
Hunt. Gather.
You mean be hunters and gatherers?
Y'all would be hunters and gatherers.
If the man wasn't there, then we would be hunters and gatherers, yes.
I gather and hunt for my.
So who built the house that you live in? The roads
the
that you
man has
drive
the
on?
brawn, so the man would
I don't
build
know,
it.
I
Or the
wasn't
job
there.
that you work at?
I wasn't there when it was built.
See, these are really
I wasn't
like...
there when they made the road. I have no idea who did it.
But
We
I
all
I've
know.
driven down the highway and seen women.
You don't have to be.
construction workers.
You can just assume.
saying.
But we all know if you take a look at the most dangerous jobs in the world and compare them
You gonna have
to
me
the
up all
safest
night
jobs in the world,
Googling shit.
you're going to see a huge difference between where the men are and where the women are.
Right, and the only reason why that is because of the regards to...
You gonna say men are stupid?
No, I'm not even saying that at all. It's in regards to the
Wow,
way
stop
that...
talking for people.
I didn't.
you.
I was just making a joke.
No, but I'll say that is because this is in regards to the way history or societies has went. Honestly, I will say this: before there was a patriarchal society, and I might be saying that wrong, there was a maternal or matriarchal society, and then it got flipped over where man was the head of the household or the leaders of the household versus women. Now we all know, and you can agree to disagree or disagree to this, that women are more thinkers. They're more emotional. They think more outside of the box in regard. That was disrespectful, but it's okay. But you can say that they think more outside of the box than men do. Men have a linear line.
No,
meaning that
I'm
I have to
laughing.
do A plus B to equal C, and 9 times out of 10, I have to use my muscle or my testosterone
Okay.
or things of that nature to build the house. But now it's a woman's job
at Divine's
to
face.
feed into the house or make sure that the household is good or it continues to flourish.
AB be going with it, don't she? This is what I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
What is the biggest invention that women have brought to the world?
Children.
Invention.
Offspring.
Invention. An invention. What did they invent?
mental ideology.
I don't have my phone, but somebody need to Google
I'm not saying that women didn't invent anything. What is the biggest thing that they have invented?
No, we need to Google it.
I mean, y'all women, should praise
I
this.
just told you.
Women didn't invent children.
I mean, we birthed them, didn't we?
That's it. You didn't create
I mean, that
them.
was the basis. That was the beginning of our.
What it is.
I can't. I'm asking you guys.
Oh, then
Well, I already
She
answered.
just said.
So, Divine, what is your
She
answer?
just said women are smarter, more emotionally
I never
intelligent.
said that. Now you're putting words into my mouth. I never said that. I said women bring forth the mental capacity, the emotional capacity to think outside the box. Men are more literal, where they say, "Hey, I take this block and then nail it into something, and then I build the house." Now, it's a woman's job to maintain that or make it grow further, and then give the man an idea how to make it expand further than what it was from what man originally built. Men are the hunters and gatherers. Women are the thinkers outside of that. I don't see where I'm wrong in that aspect. And if I am
that's
wrong,
the problem.
Wait, you cut me off. And if I am wrong, please educate me on where I'm wrong at, so I can learn something.
You know what? I would rather let you believe what you
You would
think
rather
you
let
know.
me hang myself, basically.
If you don't think that you are, I can't correct that.
Right, but I just literally said, if I'm wrong in an aspect, please
That's what you
educate me.
said. But honestly, I don't think that's what you want to happen.
But I do if I'm saying it. I never say anything I don't mean. I don't got time to waste my breath.
Okay, so what you just said is that men put the nail in the piece of wood to build the house, and then women expand on that.
Exactly. And if I'm wrong in that aspect, please tell me where I'm wrong.
I don't think it's a matter of being wrong.
But
I
you
think
literally
it's
just said it like less than 2 minutes ago.
I didn't say you were wrong. I said
you implied.
It actually sounds like, how could you, if something is being materialized, right, and then you get to a point where it's manifested in the physical form.
Right. Men manifest it into this physical form.
Who's cutting
women? All right. So now I interject, basically, because men manifest.
I object, Your Honor.
Well, I interject, Your Honor, because men literally take the thoughts and the intuition and emotions of women and put it into physical form. Women are the ether, the emotions, and the spirits that has to concentrate it and give it to men, so that way they can build it out for us in a physical sense. So it's a twofold thing. You can't have one without the other, and if you think you can have one without the other, you're gonna go crazy.
So when a man, what did the woman, when a man made a gun or a tank or a bomb, what did the woman have to do with that?
Great, I'm glad you asked me this question. When a man decided to make his first handgun and everything, and that shit went plow and it backfired and everything like that, the woman saw it and said, "You know what, babe? Instead of it blowing back into your face, maybe we can do this thing or that thing or the third thing to make it focus forward versus it blowing back on you. I appreciate you for building it, and you have a great idea or a great physical thing that you built, but maybe we can make it better."
I don't think that ever happened.
I think we need to have a history episode. I really feel like we need to have a history episode.
At no point in time after the invention of gunpowder in China did man create a projectile and woman came and said, "I saw that explode in your face because it fired backwards."
So let's see how you can do it better. Let's see how you can do it better.
I don't think that ever happened.
All right, so now we need to look up the history of imperialist China.
Because if we were throwing spears, like the idea had already existed.
So we was throwing spears.
Hold on, let me finish what I'm saying.
All right.
The idea had already existed, right? If we were throwing rocks and projecting spears at fucking huge beasts. So now we're going to invent a machine that hurdles metal through the
rocks.
You're skipping parts, though.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
We're going to invent a machine that will propel a piece of metal based on the propulsion through gunpowder, and it's going to move backwards. And women are going to come along and say, "You're doing that wrong. It needs to move forward.
See, I think you're thinking about this in the wrong sense. You're thinking of this in like an accusation type of sense versus of how can we build together versus a blame thing.
Yeah, I don't think that women have a destructive nature. This is why we name typhoons and hurricanes.
Hurricanes are named off of women.
Right. This is why we give them those names.
No,
because
you don't give
women
it to them.
are
It's because of the
nurturing.
nature
Excuse
of
me.
women.
Women are innately nurturing, growers, givers. They're not destroyers. Now, in their anger, what does anger do? Anger stops you from being able to think.
Which means it breaks down everything?
I'm not going to say it breaks down everything.
I need an answer.
You might have to look it up. I'm not going to say that it breaks down everything.
But I'm asking you.
You are, but I'm not going to say that it breaks down everything. Anger does prevent you from thinking, though, and this is why the first
anger
person
is based off of
the first person in that boxing ring that gets angry is going to fucking lose.
We need to do an episode one day where we compare boxers and MMA fighters, male versus female. Who goes harder? Males are more tactical in their approach, but women are more fiercer in their approach.
If that had anything to do with raising the 80s, then we would do it.
Well, yeah,
but
it does. Boxing in the 80s.
Yeah, there was no MMA though.
All right, Kung Fu in the 80s.
Yeah, we was watching the Kung Fu channel on Saturdays, but that's about it. But we have went over our time.
No, we're not done.
An hour. We definitely are.
We're not, because we did 2 hours last time. Why can't we?
And we just did 2 hours.
Time?
We did 2 hours tonight too. So we are definitely going to bring this to a close.
No, he shut us down, yo. No, all right. Catch us on Sunday, and we're going to continue this.
We will see y'all on Sunday.
Because I feel like we're online.
All right. So let's get it.
Did we ever? Oh, you already did without us. He did it without us.
But let a lame spit it, say it ain't the same when Melly Mel did it. I get it, this is grown man business. A young man sport, but no, this ain't tennis. I ain't going back and forth with no critic. They talk it, I live it, them trenches, I'm in it. No gimmicks, I don't need a cosign. They wanna ride a nigga coattails, that's fine. See, I'm one of a kind, they don't make those. Back to get the pesos, wrist with the face froze. I ain't with them a-hoes, I can spot a plain clothes from a mile away. You can put the smile away. 50 years of hip hop, this a holiday. Far from finished, still got